Okay, Jay and I are going to show you about posture now. So what we have is Jay has all of his low core numbers from his results page. We've plotted them on a strip here. And that's low core on this. Middle core is the center. These are all the black numbers. So we've taken all of the mid-core results, stance widths, and we put them on this strip. We've taken all the upper core stance widths and we put them on the top strip. What we want to show you is how you can validate your numbers. You can validate your core region simply by how you set your posture. You set your posture by setting your dominant region first. So for example, Jay, would you show low core? And so Jay's going to stay tall, back straight, and he's going to sit down. And now he's going to, and how'd you do?
Good. Square.
Square? Okay. So now Jay, I want you to do the same thing on the next number. He sits down first. This is low core. How'd you do?
Square.
So he's square. Okay. Now he's missing, he's not going into the numbers we eliminated, but this one's scratched off. It's low core. So let's see what happens right here when you set your low core.
Square.
So he's going to be square in every low core region if he sets his lower core first. Now, when we get to the upper core, you're going to lock out your knees when you test your upper core numbers. You're going to bend from the hips, and then you're going to add your knee flex. So Jay is standing on a lower core number, but he's going to set it. I taught this for years. When I would give a lesson, you want to set your spine tilt first. Low core players, well, you'll see why they don't. Now go ahead and add your knee flex, and
Closed.
your hips I can see your hips rotate to the right. If you don't have the bar, look at your knees. So what knee did you see come out, Jay?
My left knee.
Yeah, your left knee will come out if your hips are closing. They're opening, the right knee will come out. So upper core, we're going to go through all of these, but I want you just to understand you set your dominant region first. So go ahead and test all your blue numbers there, Jay. And I'm going to have you just tell me what you're getting there.
Square.
Square?
Yep.
So again, this is all the lower core numbers.
Sit first.
And if it's tough from the camera angle, so Jay, what'd you get?
Hips are square.
Square? And how many more do you have there?
One more.
No, I'm going to put you at 33 too here.
Square.
Okay.
Knees are the same. Hips are square, knees are the same, and I can hit baseballs from there too.
There you go. That's you're getting wider there. Now, Jay, would you go through those again? And so upper core, you're going to bend from the hips first. And we can see it from here. I can see the rotation.
My left knee just goes straight forward, right knee's back, and I shut down.
So you can, if you set your posture in a low core region with your hips first, again, this is just how to validate.
And this is something I've been doing for a while. I knew I'm low core, but I kept finding myself leaning forward before setting my posture, but didn't know that was breaking my body down. So I'll shut down, try it again. It's closer, but I'm still shut down, left knees forward.
Okay. So when your hips shut down and you're swinging, you're going to feel stuck in the downswing. Your arms and hands, you're going to feel flippy at the bottom because your body stops. You'll either hit it right or hit a big hook. Generally, it's going right. Inside out divot pattern. So Jay's on low core. Now mid-core, Jay, I want you to stay there for just a moment. So would you show how to set your mid-core stance width? You'll notice Jay setting both spine angle and knee flex at the same time, and what'd you get?
Slightly open.
Okay, a little open.
Same thing.
Yeah, try the same thing. So you don't want
open, not much. Right knee's only about an inch forward beyond my left knee, but still open.
Then what that open will do is you'll feel restricted in your backswing. When you're closed, you'll have an overswing. Restricted in your backswing. Downswing will be, from an open stance, will be steep and left and a heavy divot. Now, this is just posture. We will get to grip in the next chapter. So grip can override everything we've got here.
Same thing, still open.
Open. Okay. So let's go up to, those are all low core numbers, and the only way Jay can get square there is to set his hip line by sitting down and then adding spine tilt. He'll be square. Moved up now to the middle core strip. So if you're a middle core player, if that's your dominant core region, you're going to set your spine angle simultaneously. Spine angle and thigh angle simultaneously. Knee flat. There you go. And Jay, what'd you get?
Square.
Okay. Try the next one.
Square again. Knees look good.
Yep. So again, mid-core simultaneous. How'd you do?
Perfect.
Perfect. Okay. Mid-core is a simultaneous set.
Good.
And we're good here.
Good.
So all of these are Jay's mid-core numbers.
Perfect. I feel like Jason Day.
That's the way Jason Day has to set. Yeah, he is mid-core.
Feels really solid.
You guys have some of the same heritage too there.
We do.
You both are from New Zealand.
We thought he was Australian.
Yes. That was part of the joke, Jay.
Got it. Good. It's good.
Okay, so Jay is now going to, he's on mid-core. We found that he's square when he sets every stance width simultaneously from spine angle and thigh angle. So Jay, now let's set as an upper core, let's use your upper core posture set. So he bends from the spine, locks out his knees, bends from the spine, adds his knee flex, and where'd you go?
Open.
And he opened. Try the next number. So again, this is how you're going to validate the core region. You can validate your core region just by how you're setting your posture. Because your posture only works in your, setting your posture only works in that particular region.
Open again.
Open again. So try, I'll tell you, this time sit down and see what you get. Now, he's setting his mid-core like he would a lower core, and I can see that one really swing out from here.
Open.
Yeah, you went further open. So how you set your posture? Yeah, wide open. Jay, I'll tell you what, would you go back to that again? Go back to both the lower and the upper core. Let's start with a lower core set. And add your spine to it. Now, would you let your arms just relax and swing from there? What you're going to see now is Jay's going to get a bit of an outside-in path. Oh, we're getting quite a loop around.
Wants to go out and this one wants to come in.
Yeah, but your tendency, and Jay, is your weight forward in the right and back on the left now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what you're going to get. Your balance is off, hips are open, and your weight's forward in the right and back on the left, and your golf swing will track that path. That's that steep angle down to the ball, heavy miss. So let's reset it properly this time. There you go. Now let your arm swing from there. And now you can see it much more on line, much more on plane. Hips are square. Another easy way to check is with your swing path. Okay? And go one more, Jay, and let's check the swing path from upper core stance. So bend from the hips, knee flex, and let your arm swing. And now again, we're seeing that outside in path. His hips are open. Where's your weight distribution?
Same as the last setup, forward in this right foot, back in this left.
Yeah, and if all you have to do is set up, increase the flex in your right knee over the left, and you'll feel the weight distribution change. That'll be your path. That's the path the club will track. If that's your position, the downswing, that's a heavy shot. You're going steep into the ball, and you're going to miss is going to be left. So setting your posture is only part of this. Really what we're talking about is validating your core regions that you have. Okay, Jay, let's go. Anything else we need to do there?
No, I think that's it.
Okay, let's have you step up to the upper core. Okay, now Jay's going to the forward strip, which is all upper core. Now to test his upper core stance widths, he's going to bend from the hips, locks out his knees, adds knee flex now. And now, Jay, if you'd let your arms swing from there, you can see how well they track down the line here. Now, Jay, set your posture a little bit differently using either a lower or middle core. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, and let your arms swing there. And you can see again the outside in path. You feel that same weight distribution?
Yeah. Forward here in the right, back in the left.
Yep. Okay, let's go to the next one. So I'll tell you what, let's go all the way down the line, set your posture using upper core, and then let's just let your arms swing from there. That's down the line. Notice that Jay locks out his knees, then adds a spine tilt, and again, his path is true to that. He'll have strength in all of these, but his arms and hands are only going to work together perfectly in his lower core, because that's his dominant region. We're all different. Okay, Jay's solid with upper core posture set on all of his upper core stance widths. Now, Jay, let's do one differently. Set your posture differently, however you want to go.
I'll go mid-core simultaneously.
He's going to set simultaneous mid-core.
I can feel it. Just went open.
His hips open, and let your arms swing there if you would, Jay. And again, you'll see the outside in path. No, your arms and hands are definitely not working together here. You're going to be stuck in the backswing and steep in the downswing.
So we'll go low core.
So he's going to sit down first. He's on an upper core stance width. He's going to sit down, then add his knee flex, and you're back at it, wide open again, and let your arms swing if you would. And this is an easy way to check if you don't have the bar. You've got to be totally relaxed in your shoulders when you let the arms swing. And you'll feel they will not track. Okay, so Jay, let's review back to the low core. So a low core player, Jay, tell us how you're going to set as you're a low core player.
Low core player. I'm going to add my knee flex first.
Sitting down.
Sitting down. After adding knee flex while sitting down, then I'll add my spine tilt. And I am square.
And would you let your arm swing there, and let's just see what we have. Perfect. And what happens if you don't use that posture to set?
If I change my posture, let's try mid-core simultaneously. Usually I open, we'll see.
And let your arms swing. You're open, and your arms swing. You'll notice if you close, you'll be inside out. Jay opens on all of these. Okay, let's go to mid-core. See what we have. Tell us, what's the setup, Jay?
Middle core setup. Everything together simultaneously, knee flex and spine tilt at the exact same time. I'm square. Try a different one. And square.
Let your arms swing there. Yeah, you can see how they track. Now would you try one other, however you want to set it,
All right.
other than mid-core?
I'll sit down first. I feel a little open. And the hands aren't tracking together at all.
Where's your weight distribution?
Forward in my right, back in my left.
And that's steep into the ball. There you go. Okay, and last one is upper core.
I'm going to lock my knees out, add spine tilt first, and then add a little bit of knee flex. And I am perfectly square, tracking perfectly with my hands. Do the same thing, but I'll add, let's do this simultaneously, like upper core, everything together at the same time. And my hips slightly open, hands aren't tracking at all.
And your weight?
Weight is forward in my right, back in my left heel.
Okay. And if you look at your knees, you'll notice your right knee is out. Jay's right knee is always going to be out when he doesn't set it properly. Okay? All right. So when you, this really right now is a way to validate upper, middle, and lower core from your results page. When you first start to play until we get to grip, I'm going to encourage you to use this posture setup. As we move further into the grip, you'll understand how grip impacts the core, how grip impacts complementary grip we'll be talking about, and how that impacts your ability to get set, and how you set your posture at that point will change. It'll change because you won't have to go through the sit down or the spine tilt. You can, but you won't have to. And the better players, if you're going to want to use this for a while to be certain that you're keeping your hips square as you go into your setup. Right now, all we're using it for is to validate the stance widths you got from your results page by core. Jay, anything else?
No, that should do it.
Okay.
Do your planks.
Do your planks. Right.